Hey VV Nation, welcome to the 6 p.m. video. My name is Glenn, the Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest, and we're back off of our flagship 2-day investment seminar in Tampa, and now we can get back to our Monday videos. As you know, Mondays are all about my top 5 picks for the week for both the U.S. and for Canada. We don't do any news here. It's all about using the power of the VectorVest software, and I will be tracking a portfolio for these stocks going into 2024. That way I can walk you through what I'm looking at, why I've got these picks, give you some sense on when to get in, when to get out, manage the trade, and all of that kind of stuff. So we're looking at the U.S. market first, looking at the market timing graph. I can see that we came off a high, knowing that the MTI was high, knowing that the market was ready for a pullback. I don't know if this is all of the pullback, but I can show you that we're now at a level of support at 61.15. The market's moving up today. The 3 and the 8 haven't crossed, but right now, I'm a little bit more bullish than I am bearish, and this portfolio that I've talked about that we will be tracking will track both bullish trades and contra ETFs. I won't go short in this portfolio. A lot of people out there still don't like to go short or can't go short because they don't have a margin account. So I will make sure that I can accommodate this portfolio for everyone out there by going long and buying contra ETFs when the market is down. Good thing about that, for those of you, you don't ever have to sell short. So based upon this, I know that the MTI is still a little high, is at 1.5, but we'll see what the market yields to us. Right now, if I go to the home page, I don't like that the primary wave is down, but I've got a lot of yellow on the color guard as well. The DEW is still up, the confirmed call is still up, and we are using market timing in this. We'll talk a little bit about that in a second. All right, let's go to the viewers tab. Here's my top 5 stocks for the U.S. market. And the biggest thing that I do when I find my weekly picks is I've got to have CI above 1. These are stocks that are resilient against long pullbacks in the market. Thus the reason why I cherry pick. So these all have comfort index of 1.8 or more. All right. They're all in uptrends. They do have good upside potential. For the most part, the relative safeties are there as well. Look at these earnings growth rates, beautiful. And then look at the sales growth. Only one stock has a sales growth less than 0 at -2. We'll keep our eyes on that stock as well. Many of these stocks are overvalued, just like we talked about at the Tampa 2-day. That just means that people are willing to pay a premium to own the stocks. They are all buy recommendations. All right, they're all buy recommendations. And let's go graph them real quick. All right, let's graph them real quick. I like the MPI. Look at that, Abercrombie and Finch. Still a good trade. If you're not in the trade right now, I'd look at 12 cents higher than the high. Look at the 5 and the 40 on the stop price, or on the stock's price. It's there. Now, from a trigger perspective, it's coming back up to give you a trigger, but I'm looking at longer-term trend when I'm looking at my 5 weekly picks. Next one is FTAI, coming off a level of support, bouncing up 3 days up in a row. Trend is there. The trigger is coming towards the 40 on RT, but still intact. Just a few days, about a week off of the 3-month high. Next one is CAMT, a little bit more volatile in the move, but trigger is there. Trend is definitely there. I do want you to keep your eyes on the volume, though. It's starting to pull down a little bit, but it is above a level of support and moving up. Looking at LMB, trigger says no, trend says yes. Stock is moving from the bottom left to the top right, bouncing off a level of support. We'll keep our eyes on that. I still like it as a top 5 weekly pick. Now, there's only one thing I don't like about MAKSY, and that's got to do with being gappy here. All right, stock is on a 3-month high. Trend is there. Trigger is there. I'd like to see more volume, but I can't fight the tape. Bottom left, top right. Now, let's do this real quick. Let's go to the portfolios. I have the top 5 weekly picks, a little bit down. This just got started today. So we're going to keep our eyes on this just to let you know from a perspective. I am looking at the RT kicker combo. All right, so I can play the market both to the upside and to the downside. When the RT kicker combo is down, we'll be looking at replacing these stocks with contra ETFs. We're going to buy long. And here's the kicker as well. If all of these stocks are buy recommendations, if any of these stocks become less than a buy, boom, they automatically get kicked out of the portfolio. That's another reason why I'm not afraid of being down today. On the downside, we will be buying long. They will be contra ETFs, and there we go. All right, so I wanted to show you that in regards to today. I am going to run this portfolio going into the end of the year. Again, both buying long and looking at contra ETFs. Let's move over to the Canadian market. Here's my 3-month graph on the Canadian market. Beautiful level of support, bouncing off right off the high. It's still above the 65-day moving average for those who are in Canada. The MTI, the buy-to-sell ratio, and RT are all above the value of 1. The MTI is not showing me a level of being overextended right now. Bottom left, top right, a little bit of indecision or a channel going on right now. Had to make sure that I was still bullish. Let's go to the views. I've only got 4 stocks for you. I only were able to cherry pick 4 stocks that I did like. All of them have CIs above 1. All of these are fundamentally sound for Canada as well. Look at that. RV and RS both above 1. Look at the earnings growth rate. Look at the sales growth rate. I like these picks for Canada. Let's go graph all of them real quick, and keep in mind, all I'm really paying attention to is trend. Because these are my top 5 weekly picks, I want to make sure they're in good uptrends. Let's go to 3-month. Now, trigger is not there. Stock is moving sideways, but now bouncing off a level of support, and trend is in place. That's on HPSA. If I'm going to get into it, I'm looking at 12 cents higher than the high. All right. NVIDIA broke through a beautiful level of resistance. I'd like to see more confirmation. If I'm going to get into it, I'm looking at 12 cents higher than the high. Trend is there. Trigger is about to trigger, but not just quite yet. But I love the breakout above that level of resistance. This one, CLS, is bouncing off a level of support. Look at that. Came down. Trend is still there, even though it's waning a little bit, but still intact. Trigger, no. Remember, 5 weekly picks, the top 5 weekly picks is all more so about trend. Meta came up, bounced off support, had a little level. I don't know why. Oh, I know what that's there for. Boom. Let's take that off. Come on. There we go. There's my level of support. Bouncing off. I like that. Trend is intact. All right, I'm not doing a portfolio in the Canadian database for the top 5 weekly picks, but I will continue to bring them on the down calls when the market's moving down. Again, we'll go to contra ETFs. Folks, if you like these videos, especially the top 5 weekly videos, I want you to type in the room, keep going. All right. If not, again, I'll go to something else that better fits you as far as a Monday video. But I like starting off the week both in the U.S. and the Canadian market to give you some stocks to keep your eyes on. This is us giving you some fish for the week. In the U.S. market, we will be tracking a portfolio. Let's go see how it works out. If it's not working out, we can make adjustments on the fly. I want to show you going into 2024 the power behind the VectorVest system, and understanding when something is not working, take a step back, relook at what's going on, and go from there. So with that, folks, this is the first video for 2024 in the top 5 picks. If you want to keep it going, let me know. If you're brand new to the channel, I should have said this earlier. If you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. This is the kind of content we bring to you each and every day. If you like what you saw today, hit the like button. Let us know it was worth it for you to stop by. And don't forget to share this content. Share this content. Let other people know what we're doing here. Folks, this video is over. And until the next time, see ya. Hey, VV Nation, our next free VectorVest portfolio challenge is about to kick off. Folks, you want to learn how to remove bad stocks from your portfolio and know which are the best stocks to buy, and better yet, to know when to buy them? Let me break it down for you real quick. We're going to teach you how to become an expert at stock analysis. We're going to help you to know when to sell and weed out the bad stocks from your portfolio. We're going to teach you when to buy and put the probability on your side. We're going to help you to know what to buy and how to cherry pick great candidates. And one last thing, to simplify your day with a 10-minute management plan. Folks, you don't want to miss this. It is free. Go to www.vectorvest.com/PC, and you want to do it now.